Behind bars for more than 2 decades. Now, in just a matter of days, convicted murderer Thomas Cress will be a free man. As one of her last acts as governor, Jennifer Granholm commuted Cress's sentence today, saying in a statement that Cress served decades for a murder he didn't commit. Well, tonight, his children are talking. And 24-Hour News 8's Danny Carlson has more with what they're saying.
This was Thomas Cress's last chance at walking out of prison a free man. He had exhausted every single appeal. He had asked the governor for clemency years ago, and we spoke with his family earlier tonight, and they said they had almost given up hope.
I guess you don't really lose hope. You just start to believe that it's not going to happen, I guess.
Thomas Cress Jr. and Thelma Dickerson are all grown up, but each says a part of them has never moved past that day their father went to prison.
You grow up as a daughter that knew her father, watched her father get taken away, and that's a lot of frustration.
Well, I've grown my whole life, without a dad, and now I get to have one. It's a little different being 32 and having your dad, in your life, but better late than never, right?
Thomas Cress Sr. was found guilty of the brutal rape and murder of Patricia Rosansky more than 25 years ago. And even though evidence pointed to another man, and that man, convicted murderer Michael Ronning, eventually admitted in 1997 that he killed Rosansky and 2 other Battle Creek women, Cress never got a new trial, and his conviction was upheld again and again.
And I still have my confidence in the justice system where I worked for many, many years, that the right thing, the right outcome will eventually happen. It just took way too long to get to this point.
Yeah, he is innocent. I mean, he didn't kill Patricia Rosansky. And
today's commutation doesn't mean Cress's conviction goes away. It just means he'll be able to leave prison on parole. And his family tonight says they're grateful he'll be back with them soon, but a wrong this great, they say, can never be made right.
I don't think it'll ever be closure. I think it's a new beginning, but it'll never be closure because you can't take back those years he's missed.
Calhoun County prosecutors released a statement today saying that they strongly disagree with this commutation. Another interesting point to bring up, I spoke with Cress's attorney earlier today, and she told me since no court ever admitted that any wrongdoing ever occurred, Cress has no grounds for a civil lawsuit saying that he was wrongly imprisoned. Now, we also tried to get a hold of Patty Rosansky's family members today. We weren't able to get a hold of anyone, but we did find this website that her sister-in-law created. You can actually see the title of it is thomascressisguilty.com. On it, she says that Cress is guilty for Rosansky's murder, and she also says that she will never feel safe again if and when Cress is let out of jail. At the live desk tonight, Danny Carlson, 24-Hour News 8.
We've been on top of every development for decades, but to get a little perspective here, we have to take you back to the beginning. 27 years ago. It was 1983 when Patty Rosansky disappeared. She was on her way to school. She was just 17 years old. Her body was found in a ravine west of Battle Creek. 2 years later, in 1985, Tom Cress was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. But suspicions grew over the years, and in 1997, Michael Ronning, a convicted serial killer, signed an affidavit saying that he was the one who killed Rosansky. In both 1997 and 2002, courts ordered Cress a new trial, but the Supreme Court eventually overruled those decisions. Finally, today, 27 years after the murder, Governor Granholm stepped in and commuted his sentence. He'll be a free man. If you want to learn more about this case, check out our archive stories that we posted at woodtv.com. Now, last week, Granholm commuted the sentence of a different convicted killer, Matthew Mikowski. Well, then reversed her decision. Now the governor may be facing a lawsuit because of that. Mikowski is in prison for the 1988 murder of 19-year-old Pietro Puma in Dearborn. Some of Puma's family lives in Portage. We talked to him last week, and when they found out that Granholm had decided to release Mikowski, they were furious. So Granholm changed her mind, keeping him behind bars. Well, tonight, Mikowski's lawyer says a lawsuit challenging the about-face is, quote, almost a certainty.